How are you guys? And we're going to have a look at these, well, people like to call these Tyrannosaurs. I've heard a term called frogzilla because they, like, obviously because of their mouths or so. But all these four guys are a little bit different in their own way. And I can say this is probably one of my favorite dinosaur toys of all time because I had heaps of these as a kid, lost so many of them playing with them, take them to school, they went missing, they got damaged, they got lost, whatever. A lot of good memories, so it does hold a special place to my heart. It's one of my favorite toys of all time. And we're going to have a look at all these four because they're all a little bit different, as I just mentioned. And again, I had these in the 80s. So I just remember from my childhood, 80s, 90s, these were quite common and just a couple bucks each. They were quite a cheap toy. But comparing them to cheap toys of today, these are high quality if you know, with all the amount of plastic that's in them and so forth. So let's have a look at which one we'll start off. We're going to start off with this guy, the main guy. And I'll just go through him quickly overall, and then I'll spot the differences between the other three. So yeah, I do believe Imperial may have made these. It's just a guess. So you got the white teeth, got the nose. I just reminded me of a T-Rex. You got this, like the skin underneath the neck. You got the ribs, details of the ribs. You got the spine. It does have a very long tail that curves, which gives it excellent balance. You got the claws there, either three claws. And you got the toes, solid legs. Like there's a lot of plastic in this. It is hollow. You got the classic eyes of that kind of period. Great dino, this one, retro dino. I absolutely love it. So this particular one, as you can see, Hong Kong, made in Hong Kong. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. Now, I never saw this guy growing up, so this makes me believe that this color variant was a later release, so maybe in the 90s, I'm guessing. So pretty much the same dinosaur, but for different kind of color scheme. So you got like the purple onto the yellow plastic. His tongue's painted. But what is interesting with this guy is it says nothing. Oh yeah, sorry. Made in China. So obviously it's a later release. I do like the color of this one though. I like this color better, but it is quite interesting to see a purple dinosaur. You don't usually see purpley kind of dinosaurs all the time, and it's gonna be hard to show. But they are similar, like they're the same, pretty much, like same spread of the legs, everything. I believe that this was a later release. I'm gonna put him to the side there. Now, we'll go to this guy here. Very similar, yeah? But this guy is slightly thinner and smaller, slightly. So it's going to be hard to see. But if you look at the legs, how they're splayed out, this is much splayed out further where these legs are closer together. And if you look at the, like if you look at this tummy area, you can actually see that this is slightly smaller, and it's a bit hard to see this one. There we go, you can see it over here better. It says made in China here and made in China, but it is slightly smaller. If you look at the posture, the legs, so another company may have molded this. Could have been a knockoff of this one, and as you can see, the tail's just a bit smaller, or they could have remodeled the tool and this would have been maybe 20% less plastic or whatever. So not too sure. Could even be a fake of this. I am not too sure. So that's that. And then we got this guy. He was even smaller. This guy's in pretty bad condition. His foot's missing and everything. And again, he's splayed out. And I want to move this guy because if I compare him to this guy, he is slightly smaller. And actually, I've got one more to show that I nearly forgot about. So I will grab that one in one sec. So this is the last guy I wanted to show. So this is definitely, I believe this is much older than all these guys. This may be 70s, but it's got the same kind of pose, but it doesn't have any stamp saying if it's made in China or. Actually, I'm wrong. All right, it says made in China here. I was hoping to see made in Hong Kong, but so yeah, I wouldn't say it's older than the Hong Kong one. So this is probably just another company, just another knockoff or whatever. But obviously, it's the same kind of frogzilla. So a bit hard to tell. Obviously, when there's no dates, there's no proper company names, it does make it difficult to identify. If you do know below, please comment if you've had these as a kid, or if you have them in your collection. You might have a variant that's slightly different to these guys, but in my opinion, they're one of my favorite Tyrannosaurs. They're just grouse, have that gaping mouth and that posture in the tail. They're just, I really, yeah, I do like these guys, and having them, actually, I've never had them all displayed together like this, so they kind of look like one big happy family. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next time.